Okay, so here's a really good thing to do in your process of practicing jazz improvisation, and that's to compose a solo. So to write something out, learn to play it, and craft it in a kind of compositional kind of way. Have an idea, work with it, see how you get contrasting ideas. Just get something that works, and then learn to play it so that you can play it convincingly in the idiom, with kind of articulations and expression that's relevant to that particular style. This is a really kind of tried and tested method. There's great musicians like Chick Corea do this. When they've got a challenging chord progression in particular, they'll work around it. They'll write things. They'll learn them as kind of etudes, and then eventually just kind of be freer. So it's a really recognised way to do it. You can hear that in John Coltrane way back in '59 as well, when he was working on the Giant Steps sequence. So it's an accepted thing to do, and it's actually quite hard. But what I've done is I've chosen a chord progression that I really like, which is called Time Remembered by Bill Evans, and this keeps moving. There's kind of chords, different chords happening all the time. It just kind of moves between minor seventh chords and major seventh chords, not in a kind of functional harmony kind of way, but it's just a sequence that I like, and it's something that I've written a little chorus of. So what I'll do is I'll play that, and then what I would suggest you do with the backing is work on your solo, and then once you can play it fluently, then improvise for another chorus afterwards. I won't do that in this case. I'll stop for the purposes of time, but that's a really good thing to do. It doesn't probably make sense to repeat the solo that you've done, because you'd have taken a journey and got to a place where it maybe doesn't make sense to go back to the start, but you can go on in terms of improvising, if that makes sense. So I'll try that now. I'll try and play through my transcription. I'm going to read it off the screen, so bear with me in that, but I'm going to try and play it as musically as I can. So here goes. This is Time Remembered. This is a solo that's completely written. Every single note is being kind of composed and thought about, so it's not improvised. Okay, so you get the idea. So I was trying to play that, really musically, slightly loosely, but with kind of jazz phrasing, and that's kind of that's really important that you try and play it like a solo, even though it's written. So although the notes are written and the rhythms are written, I may just nuance it slightly different every time, and you can develop it as well if there's an idea that you don't think quite fits. You can kind of move that on. So that's quite a long sequence. I think it's 26 bars or something. That's quite an odd length. But do it with just an eight bar section or something. 8 bars is a really good place to start. Something like the first 8 bars of Autumn Leaves, something like that. So just see what you come up with, and it's a really valuable tool. So yeah, enjoy doing that.